We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. It's the Fall Classic, Game 1 of the World Series. Next. Number 78 gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Wow, not only was this guy good in his last start working deep in the game, but he also posted a double-digit strikeout total. We'll see if he has that kind of stuff again in this one.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your San Francisco Giants.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Number 78 gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And, guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Leading off tonight for Oakland, shortstop, number 39.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Luis Flores becomes the first out of the inning. At the plate, Hiroki Matsuzaka, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Our game time temperature for Game 1, not too bad for October, 56 degrees at first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two swinging. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. It's the A's nothing, Giants due up next. The Bay Bridge Series on MLB Network. Leading off the inning, Chris Franco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and one strike. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Popped him up. Gallegos has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Alejandro Vizcaíno.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just dissected him in that at-bat as he flails at that one, and he's down on 3 pitches, 2 away. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Into the box, Johnny Farr. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Baseman, Johnny Farr.
First pitch on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Settling in now, number 78. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game.
Number 78.
He's set. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Franco on the move. 2 down. Leading off the inning, Christopher Callaway, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Callaway.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lifted down the line in left. Sisler on the move. He's there and records the first out. Standing in, Bobby Tejera.
Left fielder, Bobby Tejera.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Joe Padilla.
Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Jennings will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail things here 2-0. Striding into the box, Luis Flores. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Hey, this offense is going to have to change their mindset. If they're going to get swing and misses on that slider, you know he's going to go to that well. They are going to have to be willing to take the ball the other way and stay back on that heater, or they are not going to recognize that pitch.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Standing in, Hiroki Matsuzaka. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Chop weakly to the left. Stevens comes up with it. On to first, and there were 2 down. Now in the box, Amos Schweitzer comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Schweitzer.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Schweitzer swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. The next 1-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. A's are gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Leading off for the Athletics, center fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Franco.
Missed with a breaking ball. Down to the right side. Draper right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So digging in now, Alejandro Vizcaíno. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Alejandro Vizcaíno.
Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Pitch on the way. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Striding in for Oakland, Johnny Farr.
Up next for Oakland.
First delivery to him on the way.
Johnny Farr.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail it here 2-0. Next to bat for the Giants, number 78. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 78.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Franco is after it. 1 down. Into the box now, Christopher Callaway. He flew out in his last at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Ripped down the line. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In now, Bobby Tejera. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Popped him up. And no one will get this one. One out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Chet Stevens will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Stevens.
In there, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Sisler moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's are gone in order. They're down 2-0. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Luis Flores. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Favorable call in there for a strike. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th, as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Ready for another shot now. Hiroki Matsuzaka. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, no balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a strike.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Stepping in, Amos Schweitzer. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the 2nd strike. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in once again, number 78. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
First pitch coming, here it is. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series, as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Franco. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
The batter.
Digging in now, Alejandro Vizcaíno. And he lays off there, 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Digging in, Johnny Farr. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail it here 3-0. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Christopher Callaway, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Striding in once again, Bobby Tejera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes a knee-high fastball. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Oswaldo Castillo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Ball 1.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Bouncer up the middle. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw in time. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Giants win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Number 78 is credited with the win. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.